Okay, so today we'll be discussing some of the topics of science too, which are some of the PYQs, one and some of the important questions. Fine. So we'll be starting with the topic heredity and evolution. Okay, so we'll start with 1 marks question. The first question is, dash is the connecting link between Annelida and Arthropoda. Correct? So Annelida और Arthropoda के characteristics हमको किस में दिखते हैं? Peripatus में. So peripatus is the correct answer. The next is transfer of information from molecules of DNA to mRNA is called as, see यहाँ पे ये गलत है, but it has to be transcription, right? Transcription is the correct answer. Transcription is the process in which from a segment of DNA is converted or a mRNA segment is synthesized from a segment of DNA, right? Vestigial organ present in the human body is proof of evolution. Which vestigial organ? Appendix. Here tailbone is also the correct answer, right? Ear muscles are also the correct answer, right? So if all of them are present, you are supposed to tick appendix. Any of them are present, you can tick anyone. Genetic disorder like sickle cell anemia may be caused due to mutation. That is, what is mutation? Mutation is sudden change in the sequence of DNA, right? Then a minor change occurs due to change in the position of any nucleotide is termed as mutation. Again, it is mutation. Evolution means gradual change. Evolution doesn't occur at once, it occurs gradually. Any nucleotide of the gene suddenly changes its position that causes a minor change, which is nothing but, again, it is mutation. See, the same question has been asked in so many ways. The answer is same, that is mutation. Next is state whether true or false. Study of fossils is an important aspect of the study of evolution. It's true. Paleontological evidences we study, and that is the study of fossils. So the answer is true. Next question. Here you have to identify on the characteristic. I am a connecting link between reptilia and mammals. What is my name? So which is the connecting link between reptiles and mammals? That is duck-bill platypus. Why? It lays eggs like reptiles and it has mammary glands like mammals. Fine. The next one is write the name of the indicated part in the diagram. So if you see the diagram over here, it is the diagram of human jaw, right? Sorry. Okay, the labeled part is wisdom teeth, which is one of the vestigial organs, right? The part indicated in the diagram is wisdom teeth. Being a fish, I perform respiration with the help of lungs. Lungs भी है और fish भी है, तो lungfish. Fine. Pick the odd man out. Duck-billed platypus, pomfret, lungfish, and peripatus. Pomfret is the correct answer because all other are the connecting links. Pomfret belongs to which class? It belongs to class Pisces. Okay, next one. Write the scientific name of human beings. Homo sapiens. So the next question is, what do you mean by central dogma? What is transcription? What is triplet codon? Okay, so central dogma is what? Central dogma is process of synthesis of protein from DNA, correct? Through RNA. Fine, so central dogma is the process of synthesis of protein by RNA through RNA, by DNA through RNA, correct? Next one, transcription is the process of RNA synthesis. What is transcription? Transcription is the process of RNA synthesis. It has to be mRNA synthesis, right? To be specified, it has to be transcription is the process of mRNA synthesis, correct? From DNA. Fine. Next, transcription is the process of synthesis of mRNA from DNA, right? Both the answers are correct. What is triplet codon? 3 nucleotides which code for each amino acid is known as triplet codon. Next, define vestigial organ. Write any two names of vestigial organs in human body. What are vestigial organs? Vestigial organs are the organs which have degenerated and do not have any function more, right? They do not have any more functions in our body. They are known as vestigial organs. Vestigial organs are the degenerated or underdeveloped useless organs of the organism. For example, you have to write some of the vestigial organ in human body, that is appendix, muscle of the ear pinna, tailbone, body hairs, nictitating membrane, and wisdom tooth are vestigial organs in the human body. Next one. Explain with suitable examples importance of anatomical evidence in evolution. First of all, what is anatomical evidence? It is about the structure of bone and joints, right? So, anatomical evidence are the similarities in the structure and anatomy between different organisms. The hand of human, forelegs of ox, flippers of whale, and forelimbs of bat appears different superficially. They do not appear same बाहर से, right? बाहर से वो कैसे दिखते हैं? अलग अलग दिखते हैं, but अंदर से जो उनके बोन के स्ट्रक्चर हैं, जॉइंट के स्ट्रक्चर हैं, they are very similar to each other, which says that they might have evolved from the same ancestors, right? Also, the function of these structure is different in different animals. However, there is similarity in the structure of bones and bony joints in the organs of these animals. Next, explain Darwin's theory of natural selection. So, what did Darwin say? The theory of Darwin's theory is based on survival of the fittest. Correct? So, Darwin's theory of natural selection is based on concept of survival of the fittest. Organisms can reproduce prolifically, that is, they are going to reproduce in huge numbers, right? Under limited resources, organisms compete with each other in a life-threatening manner. See, for their survival, each organism is going to compete with the other organism. Fine. According to this theory, only those organisms will survive which show modification for winning the competition. Whosoever brings about changes in themselves, they will survive. The selected organisms then give rise to new species with their specific set of characteristics. If I come over certain changes in myself, so a new species will generate, right? And that will give rise to a new species, and now it will be having its own characteristics. Fine. Okay, write the objections raised against Darwin's theory of natural selection. So there were three objections which were raised against Darwin's theory of natural selection. The first one was that natural selection is not the only reason for evolution, right? There are many other reasons, like mutation is also one of the reasons for evolution, correct? So natural selection is not the only factor responsible for evolution. In his theory, Darwin did not explain the inheritance of useful and useless modifications. He could not explain how useful and useless modifications were brought about. Fine. Next one. No explanation regarding slow and abrupt changes was provided in this theory. Fine. Next question. Explain the concept of connecting links with two examples. So basically, connecting links are what? Connecting links are a bridge between two different phylums, we can say, right? So connecting links are some plants or animals that show morphological characters by which they can be related to two different groups of organisms. Examples of connecting links are as follows. The first one is peripatus, which is a connecting link between two different groups, that is Annelida and Arthropoda. What character does it have about Annelida? That is, it has segmented body like Annelida, right? Thin cuticles and parapodia. ये सारे characteristic किसके हैं? Annelida के characteristic हैं. Fine. दूसरा किसको connect करता है वो? Arthropoda को connect करता है. तो Arthropoda का characteristic क्या है? Tracheal respiration and open circulatory system, right? These are the characteristics of Arthropoda. The next one is duck-billed platypus. Okay, it is the connecting link between mammals and reptiles. As I said in the last question, it lays eggs like reptiles and it has mammary glands like mammals, right? So it shows similarity with mammals due to the presence of mammary glands and hairs. It lays eggs like reptiles. The last one is lungfish. You have been asked only two, I guess. So you have to write any two of them, right? Last one is lungfish are connecting link between fishes and amphibians. Correct? Okay, next question. Darwin's theory of natural selection. This has been explained in the last question, right? Also the objection raised against Darwin's theory of natural selection, ये भी अभी explain किया last में. Give scientific reason. Duck-billed platypus is connecting link, is a connecting link. Same, क्योंकि वो किसको किसको connect करता है, उसमें डक-बिल्ड प्लैटिपस में रेप्टाइल्स के भी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक हैं और मैमल के भी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक हैं, इसीलिए उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, कनेक्टिंग लिंक बोलते हैं, राइट? लेकिन आपको उसमें मेंशन करना है कि उसमें मैमल का क्या कैरेक्टरिस्टिक है और रेप्टाइल का क्या कैरेक्टरिस्टिक है, ठीक है? Write any two objections that were raised against Darwin's theory of natural selection. You can refer to question number 6, right? Okay. Define vestigial organs. Write the name of any two vestigial organs in human body. Write the name of those animals in which these vestigial organs are functional. तो वेस्टिजियल ऑर्गन हमने देखा क्या होता है, वो ऑर्गन्स जो डिसयूज में है, जिनका कोई यूज नहीं है अब हमारे पास या डीजेनरेट हो गए हैं, उनको हम वेस्टिजियल ऑर्गन बोलते हैं. यू कैन रेफर क्वेश्चन नंबर 2-1, राइट? नेम्स ऑफ द वेस्टिजियल ऑर्गन. अपेंडिक्स है, विजडम टूथ है, ईयर पिन्ना है, टेल बोन है, फाइन. अभी वेस्टिजियल ऑर्गन इन ह्यूमन दैट आर फंक्शनल इन अदर एनिमल्स आर अपेंडिक्स एंड मसल्स ऑफ ईयर पिन्ना. Appendix, it is useful and fully functional in ruminants, the animals which eat grass. Grazing animals जितने भी हैं उन सब में ये functional है, ठीक है? Muscle pinna, muscle of the ear pinna, it is useful in monkeys, right? Monkeys as well as rabbits can be added over here. Okay, next one is define heredity. Explain mechanism of hereditary changes. So heredity is what? Heredity is passing on of characters from one generation to another generation. So heredity is defined as the transfer of biological characteristics from one generation to another generation via genes. This is important. You need to write via genes. Okay, next one. The mechanism of hereditary changes is as follows. In sexually reproducing organisms, the fusion of male and female gamete occurs. As a result, the offspring always has recombined genes. ऑफस्प्रिंग में हमेशा किसके होते हैं, मेल और फीमेल दोनों के कैरेक्टर्स होते हैं, जीन्स होते हैं, जिसकी वजह से वो कैरेक्टर्स होंगे उनके पास, राइट, ऑफ द बोथ पेरेंट्स, thus showing some characters of either of the parents. Sometimes sudden changes occur in the genes causing mutation. ठीक है, म्यूटेशन हो जाता है. तो these mutations can cause either a minor or a considerable alteration in the characters of an individual. If these changes occur in DNA of the germ line, that is germ cells, आपके egg cells में या sperm cells में ये changes हो जाते हैं, तो क्या होता है, these changes would be inherited to the next generation. तो ये changes को हम next generation में भी देख सकते हैं, and that is what is known as hereditary changes, mechanism of hereditary changes.